according to the American Immigration Council, undocumented immigrants, let me put out a number to you.
Okay.
Okay, and you just go up or down.
Okay.
Okay. Undocumented immigrants give $500 billion in spending power in 2019 in the U.S. economy, more or less. More or less.
More.
Okay. Undocumented immigrants give $750 billion in U.S. economy spending, 2019, more or less.
More.
Undocumented immigrants spent over $1 trillion. 1 second. $1 trillion. I can't say over. $1 trillion in 2019 in the U.S. economy.
Honestly, I would say that.
Okay. Is that more or less?
I would say it's more.
$1.3 trillion undocumented immigrants spent.
Wow.
In terms of revenue in the U.S. economy. Undocumented immigrants paid $331 billion in taxes.
Wow, what?
In federal taxes and $162 billion in state and local taxes, never to get a benefit back.
Wow.
Never to get a benefit back. They paid into Social Security, never to get Social Security benefits, never to be able to get Medicaid, never to have any social safety net, unemployment insurance, nothing. And this is why a day without immigrants is happening today. It is in response to the U.S. government's inability to pass any meaningful immigration reform. Yet immigrants, undocumented immigrants, are spending $1.3 trillion in the U.S. economy, have paid $331 billion in federal taxes in 1 year, in 2019. $162 billion in state and local, a total of close to $500 billion in taxes. Can't get $1 in benefits. According to the Job Openings and Labor Turnover Survey, it's called the JOLTS report, released yesterday, a record 4.3 million people quit their job in August. That's almost 3% of the full workforce in the United States. The numbers of workers who quit rose by more than almost 242,000. It's 250,000 people from July, as more Americans are demanding higher pay, better working conditions, and the flexible arrangements to work from wherever they want to live. Eduardo J. Patrick wrote in The Hill that employers need workers and workers need dignity and a business case for immigration reform. This makes an immigration case for immigration reform. According to recent analysis, if Congress creates pathway to citizenship for Dreamers, TPS recipients, farm workers, essential workers, economic activity is going to increase by $121 billion.
I would love to see immigration reform include job training. You know, we have such a shortage of labor here in this country, and they keep thinking that it's because people don't want to work because they're getting unemployment. And I don't believe that that's the case, since unemployment's at 5%. So we had all of these Haitians come into this country. Now, I don't know why the hospitality industry could not have sponsored these people, given them training, and let them fill the jobs in the hotels and the restaurants where they could be contributing members of society, and it's a win-win all the way around. But no, we send them back.
Bruce Goldstein is the president of Farm Worker Justice, a national nonprofit organization that works to empower migrant and seasonal farm workers by improving their living and working conditions. Recently, a new legislation, the Farm Workforce Modernization Act, passed in the House and is now waiting for a vote in the Senate.
The Farm Workforce Modernization Act basically has two components. One is it would grant undocumented farm workers and their family members an opportunity to earn legal immigration status and U.S. citizenship. The second part of the bill would revise the H-2A agricultural guest worker program. And that is a program that it originates during World War II, and it allows agricultural employers to bring in foreign citizens on temporary work permits when they can show that there's a labor shortage. So the bill would basically create that earned legalization program and revise the H-2A program. Once a person has certified agricultural worker status under this bill for 5 years, and it shows that they have worked the requisite 100 days in agriculture per year, they can apply for a green card and get permanent immigration status. And 5 years later, they can get U.S. citizenship. And at the same time, the farm worker gets a green card, so with their immediate family members. More than 80% of farm workers are immigrants, and at least half the farm workers in the United States are undocumented immigrants. And, unfortunately, the jobs are low paying and dangerous. And so many people in the United States don't want to take these jobs. Part of our mission at Farm Worker Justice is to improve the wages and working conditions and occupational safety of agriculture so that farm workers are paid better, do work in safer workplaces, and that will in turn stabilize the workforce so that we will not keep having such high turnover. The estimate that we rely on, that a lot of people do, is that there are 2.4 million farm workers in the United States. And so there's an estimate from the US Department of Labor based on the Farm Labor Survey of Workers that about half the farm workers are undocumented. My view is that the agriculture system in this country would collapse if we were to deport any significant number of farm workers from the United States. And it's never become more clear than during this COVID-19 pandemic, because the Trump administration made an official finding that the food and agriculture system is a critical infrastructure sector in the United States, and that farm workers are essential workers in that sector. So we've just officially said that these workers are essential to our economic stability and our ability to eat.
To me, it was a challenge every single day. It was nothing. You go into work, you have no expectations. All you care is, how's my patient, how's everybody, how's my team members, how's the people I work with. Because at the time, it was, in terms of morale, it was bad. So everybody take care of each other. So that was the most important part for me.
I mean, to us, definitely the pandemic caused a lot of impact because everything shut down and everyone is worried about their health, their family members. So our role has been different because of the pandemic. We become the family members, the caregiver, and everything else to the residents. And besides, we also have to worry about our own family too, because we all have family members. So how do we stay protected while we're protecting others?
We're both immigrants. I recently became a citizen. It took me 10 years. You can see we are here, we're immigrants, and almost everybody I see are immigrants. I don't even know what nursing homes or hospitals gonna look like without immigrants in this country. So I think the pandemic really brought the attention to hospitals. People don't really think about hospitals until you get sick. But this pandemic really brought out who are founding this country, who are holding up this country, and that's immigrants.
Immigrants like us, we will play a bigger role because we need to utilize our languages. Well, they can even communicate with the healthcare the doctors and nurses. So I would say we definitely play our value here.
Originally, I'm from Grenada. Moved here to the United States 20 years ago with the idea of pursuing a better career. And somehow I found myself in nursing, which is an amazing career. And it's about compassion and helping people. I've been a nurse for over 7 years. During this pandemic, as we see, a lot of essential workers, right? We have a lot of immigrants who it doesn't matter from being a doctor or a nurse or even someone who works in clothing or even in working in food service, from all different walks of life. So immigrants to me also is a big part of the economy. So at the end of the day, we still have to treat everyone with the highest of respect because they all matter.
Thanks for watching. For more Bradshaw Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.